The special cargo warehouses, man, they might be the best solo business in the game. I made a guide on the vehicle warehouse about a month ago, and I said that was the best solo business in the game, and I do still believe that's true, but I know a lot of people really love the crate warehouses, and a lot of people really love the vehicle cargo business as well. And they're both, honestly, just really good businesses if you're going to play solo. So we're going to go over the crate warehouses today, explain how they work, and explain how to make a lot of money using them. To be honest, they are probably the most simple business in the game, and I sort of put off making this guide because I didn't really think they needed a guide, but you guys have been spamming up the Discord asking for it, so here we are. So if you enjoy this video, a thumbs up is always appreciated, and consider subscribing for more stuff like this, and let's get stuck in. The crate warehouses were introduced into GTA Online back in 2016, that's a pretty long time ago. They were introduced in the Import-Export DLC along with the vehicle warehouse, which we just spoke about. And these two businesses aren't like a lot of the other businesses in the game. These aren't going to make you money in the background. They're not passive income at all. These are active income sources, which makes them a lot different because if you want money, you're actually going to have to do work with these businesses. Fortunately, we can use them in a way that you can make a lot of money with these while you're playing solo, so you don't necessarily need to team up with friends. If you do team up with friends, you are going to make more money, but a lot of people don't have that luxury, and if you do have that luxury, your time is probably better spent doing things like heists. So to get yourself started with a crate warehouse, you're going to need a CEO office, because the SecuroServe network that's in the CEO office is the network that you need to use to buy these warehouses. So go ahead to Dynasty 8 Executive and pick one of these offices up. Obviously, if you're tight on money, just get the cheapest one. That's Mazebank West on the left here. Normally, this one is gonna be $1 million. It's $600,000 this week that I'm recording it because all CEO offices are 40% off. So if you can pick one of these up this week, definitely do it, man, before the weekly reset. Go onto the computer in your office, click on Special Cargo, and we're going to go ahead and buy our warehouse. Now, there's three different types. You've got a small, medium, and large warehouse. The only difference with all of those is how many crates you can hold at once. A small warehouse is going to let you hold up to 16 crates. A medium warehouse is going to let you store 42, and a large warehouse is going to let you store 111 crates. So obviously, just having that ability to be able to hold more crates if you want to is the best. If you can afford it, definitely buy a large warehouse. If you're planning to do this all solo though, and you're sort of short on money, you can get away with a medium warehouse for sure. But yeah, if you have the money, definitely buy a large one. As you can see on screen, this week, the large warehouses are 50% off. They're half price, so, I mean, yeah, man, if you got the money, definitely get a large warehouse this week. So how does this business work? Well, after you buy one, as you can see on the screen, it's gonna let us buy a certain amount of product, right? The whole concept of this business is you buy product, you go and steal it, bring it back to the warehouse, and then sell it for more money. You basically just sort of rinse and repeat that process and keep making money. You have the option to buy 1, 2, or 3 crates at one time. Now, obviously, if you're any good at math, you can tell that if you want to make the most money possible per crate, you're going to want to buy 1 crate at a time. See, $2,000 for 1 crate is a lot cheaper than $18,000 for 3 crates. That's $6,000 per crate. So most money per crate, you would want to buy 1 at a time, but we're not necessarily concerned about making the most money per crate. We just want to make the most money total, right? The reason it costs more to buy 3 crates at once is because that's more time efficient. So, buying 3 crates at once, even though it is more expensive, is gonna make you more money per hour. Not necessarily more money per crate, but it's gonna make you more money at the end of the day, which is what we want. So, always buy 3 crates at once instead of sourcing 1 crate at a time. You're gonna make more money doing it this way, so definitely do it this way. If anyone tells you anything different, trust me, they don't know what they're talking about. You want to buy 3 crates at once every single time. Once you click buy, you'll be put into the steal mission, where you go out, steal the product, and bring it back to the warehouse. Now, there's a few different types of missions that you can get. Sometimes you're going to get a mission where you're going to need to steal 3 crates individually, and that kind of does suck because that takes a lot of time considering you can only carry 1 crate at once. The good thing about these missions, though, is about 50% of the time as well, all 3 crates are going to be stored in a single vehicle. So you just go steal the vehicle and then take the vehicle back to the warehouse. So obviously if you get one of these steal a vehicle missions, that's better. But if you do get the one where you need to steal 3 crates individually, it's not that bad, especially if you have a vehicle like a helicopter or an Oppressor Mark II, which is a fantastic vehicle for grinding this business. With either of those vehicles, it really shouldn't take long at all. No more than 5 minutes max, I'd say. Once you take those back to the warehouse, you're going to want to start up another source mission. And there's 2 ways to do this. You can either go back to your CEO office and do it that way, or you can call your Terabyte if you have a Terabyte, and you can actually start it up from there. The only problem with that though is you actually need to wait 5 minutes in between missions. So there's 2 different ways I would recommend spending these 5 minutes. And the first one is actually buying another warehouse and resupplying that one instead. Because unlike all of the other businesses in the game where you can only own one of them, you can actually own up to 5 different crate warehouses, which is definitely different. I mean, it operates a lot different to all of the other businesses. But if you get to a point where you're really fast with doing these source missions, it might be worth having like 3 of these warehouses. That way, during your 5-minute cooldown between missions, you can just source crates for your next 2 businesses if you're that quick. If you only have 1 crate warehouse, I would recommend spending this 5 minutes doing something like a headhunter or a sightseer mission. That way, in between source missions, you're gonna end up getting like $20,000 for a quick headhunter. This week, it's double money on headhunter and sightseer missions, so this week in those 5 minutes, you can make $40,000 at least, which of course is awesome. So keep sourcing crates over and over again until you're ready to sell. And when is that? When should you sell your product for these warehouses? Honestly, it just completely depends on how many people you have to help you. If you sell 9 crates or less at once, you're only going to get 1 sell vehicle to spawn. So obviously that's great if you're doing it solo. If you're doing it solo, never go over 9 crates because it's going to spawn 2 vehicles and that's going to be a lot more difficult. If you sell in between 9 and 27 crates at once, it's going to spawn 2 sell vehicles. So definitely have at least 1 friend to help you with those. And if you have over 27 crates, it's gonna spawn 3. So make sure you have a crew with you if you have over 27 crates to sell at once. These missions are, again, they're pretty easy. They consist of either taking a truck, a plane, or a boat around and dropping off your cargo at different locations. Just like every other business in the game, other players in the lobby may try and destroy your product. So if you fear that, if you're afraid of other people blowing up your stuff, definitely glitch into a solo public lobby. If you don't know how to do that, definitely look up a guide. If you want more money though, I would definitely recommend trying to sell it in a populated lobby, because you're gonna earn an extra 1% of whatever the value of your product is per person that's in that lobby. So for example, if there were 20 people in my lobby and I sold special cargo, I'd actually get 20% more money because there's 20 people in there. Basically, if you're worried about your stuff getting blown up, do it in a solo public lobby. If you want more money, do it in a heavily populated lobby if you can. A lot of people don't actually know that you can upgrade these delivery vehicles as well. You can do that by going to this red table in your warehouse. For your delivery trucks, you can upgrade your armor and put bulletproof tires on it. For your delivery planes, again, you can upgrade the armor and you can also upgrade the jammer, so you're going to stay off the radar longer. And for your boats, you can upgrade your armor again, as well as the speed. So these upgrades are actually really useful if you plan on selling in populated lobbies, because obviously lots of players in things like Oppressor Mark IIs chasing you down. You're going to want as much protection as you can get, so definitely invest in these if you plan on doing that. If you plan on selling in a solo public lobby, probably just don't worry about it for now. And that's pretty much it. Actually, no, there's one more thing I want to mention. Every in-game day, which is 48 minutes real time, you've got a very small chance of your assistant giving you a phone call and letting you source very rare cargo. This is going to cost more money to actually source and buy, but it's going to earn you a lot more money when you sell it as well. So probably don't go just hanging up every time on your assistant. I know phone calls can get annoying, but any phone calls from your assistant, probably just listen to what she has to say in case she does want you to get some special cargo, because that's going to earn you a lot of money. And I think that's it. I think that's all we need to cover. Like I said at the start, it's a pretty simple concept of sourcing supplies and then selling them for more money. That's really all there is to it. There's not really any ins and outs like the vehicle glitch with the vehicle cargo warehouse, for example. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and it can make you a fair bit of money. So we'll wrap it up there. If you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up is always appreciated, and consider subscribing for more stuff like this. Make sure to go ahead and join the Discord. I'll leave a link below to that one. Join the subreddit, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff. That'll be below. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Favorite color, money green. Paper. I've been on my grind since I was in the 7th grade. Had my first kid, I was only 17. Always a provider for my pack like Wolverines. But you won't find me on the mountaintop.